back with another video. So I want to do my out the theater response of Final Destination Bloodline. I went to go see this yesterday and I just wanted to put my review up, and I would say it was a pretty okay movie for a Final Destination movie. I still think the best one is like 2. I believe it was 2, and there were some callbacks to 2. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you could kind of understand what it was. But the kills was pretty cool. I did enjoy the kills, although some was predictable, of course. But I thought the kills was pretty cool. I thought the overall story was just generic. You know, at times I was bored, but it was a good Final Destination movie in this new millennium age. I think the franchise as a whole is washed up. I think they should just give it up and try to reboot from scratch. Try to come up with something new. Try to come up with a new concept. I did enjoy the cast. I thought the cast was pretty enjoying. It did kind of get confusing when it first started, but it really picks up and you understand more of the story. But the story is very bland and it's nothing new. It's a typical Final Destination movie. One thing that I really dislike is the CGI. I think these movies need to go back to the original practical effects because the kills were just more realistic. With CGI and all these computer generated graphics, it lacks that awe or that moment, you know. I didn't get that with this film. The CGI really messes up the kills, and overall I just thought the story was pretty cool. It's bland, and if you're a Final Destination fan, I would say wait for it to go on streaming. I don't see this film doing any type of big numbers, and I don't think you should waste your time going to the movies paying for it with your hard-earned money. This is something that can wait for streaming or on bootleg because, I mean, it's a washed-up franchise. I think it's a washed-up franchise, and I think it has ran its course. You know, it was good seeing Tony Todd. I don't know if that was real or not, but it kind of looked CGI because I know he passed away. But I thought the overall kills was good, and it was pretty much predictable, and it did give off some callbacks from part 2 because part 2 is pretty much my favorite. But it was kind of predictable. But to me, the CGI really messes up the kills in this, and I think Hollywood should just give it up with Final Destination. I think it has reached its destination point of the franchise. And some people may think it sucked, but if you're looking just for a typical Final Destination film, this is perfect for you. If you're a fan of the franchise, I would say go see it. But to me, it's not worth sitting in theaters. I actually really wanted to go home, but you know, I just had to tough it out. These movies are just not worth it anymore. They half-ass direct these movies. This shit is predictable, and it's getting tiresome. So, but overall, I thought it was okay. Out of 1 through 10, I'll give it honestly, I'll give it a 6.5, and that's being nice. So that's my review of Final Destination. Go see it or just wait for it to come on streaming because you're not really missing anything. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.